you have somebody looking in a different room so that they can see
I've
if we're
got my
actually?
phone here so that I can watch comments and
Yeah,
stuff.
but you don't want feedback. Like you don't want your.
Yeah, it's the volume and everything shut off. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to be able to, oh, there it
Oh
is.
my
Cat
gosh,
Behavior
I
Live.
think we're live.
It's the volume and
We
everything shut
people,
off.
are we
We
live?
did it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Can you believe it?
Oh no.
We did it.
Okay,
We did it.
I have to are you hearing feedback? Because I'm looking
No,
where we're live. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I wonder, when we want to go live everywhere, we'll have to experiment. Do we click
We
all
will.
those things?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Nicole Woodson Castro is watching. Hi, Nicole Woodson Castro.
Yeah.
We're live. We're
Oh
live.
my God, we're live.
We're live.
We didn't really announce this much because we didn't know if it was going to work. We've never done this before.
Exactly.
But it worked. We're
It
live.
does.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll just do our thing, and whoever joins us, and who doesn't can watch it afterward. And we're going to be doing more of these now that we know what we're doing.
Happy belated birthday to Linda. And Linda, what is the best
Thank
birthday
you.
present you got yesterday? Tell everyone.
Our nonprofit status went through. Woo-hoo! We are officially a nonprofit.
We became a corporation on Valentine's Day. Our lawyer submitted the paperwork to become a nonprofit 2 days later. And here we are, Linda's birthday. Now, I have to say for my birthday, July 31st, since we have time to start collecting donations to build our rescue.
Right.
I want my birthday present to be that we can actually start working on choosing a property.
Yes.
To purchase.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So our plans, this is our plans, okay? And Linda, jump in where you want to correct me, or you're watching to see if people are asking questions.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
This is our plan. We want to buy a property big enough in South Carolina, like several acres, because we want to make a compound, the Cap Haver Lions compound, where we build the shelter, rescue. It's a sanctuary. We want to pull those, as many as we can, those older seniors and those special needs cats that everyone overlooks, and they're a danger of being euthanized,
and behavior problems,
that too. But those might be able to be correctable and be adopted.
And if that's the case, we can take them because they're going to be at risk for being euthanized. Right. We can take them. We can.
Well, that's part of the plans. Let me
get them working right. Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish. And then
I get so excited. Okay.
So we need a big enough property to build the sanctuary where the cats will live forever. Then we want to be able to build 2 family homes, one for Linda, one for myself. Nothing ostentatious, just a nice home to keep a roof over, because we have our own 18 and 11 cats to house and take care of, and that's where they will live.
Dog and some kids and a husband.
And the other thing we want to do, and this is where the adoptable cats would come in, is open a cat cafe / coffee house type place where we can sell coffee. People can come in and mingle with the cats, hopefully adopt them, where we can sell. We have so many people we know that make cat jewelry and cat products, plus we make our own, where we can sell things like that. And right now, of course, we still are going to do online behavior sessions, but now when you do a behavior session through us, it goes to the nonprofit and becomes a tax deductible donation for you. Now, how are we going to live? Yes, we will take a small salary. Full disclosure, we will take a small salary from Cap Behavior Alliance, because that's what's going to allow us to dedicate our lives to what we've already dedicated our lives to, but we can't live in the street, right?
The cat's got to eat, baby. The cat's got to eat. Yeah.
And if we're going to be doing this full time, all the time, live on the property, take care of all these cats, we need to have some money to live on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a 16-year-old car. I'm probably going to fix it up. I don't plan on going out and buying a Mercedes. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I don't need to do that anymore. So what have I missed, Linda?
I haven't seen the t-shirt. Well, let's talk about what this means to everybody and how they can help us. So number one, as Rita said, it's all tax deductible. We don't know what we're going to do with the clubhouse, but if you're a current member of the clubhouse as of February 15th, 14. Anything that you
backdated to, it says on the letter, it backdated to the date we incorporated.
I know, but the date we incorporated is officially the 15th.
No,
we filed the 14th. I'll have to look
on the letter.
We'll get back to you on that.
Look on the letter.
The point is, anytime after that, anything that you have paid to the Cat Behavior Alliance can be taken off on your taxes.
That's
So
right.
if you need a behavior session, you can take it off on your taxes. If you are a member of the clubhouse, you can take it off on your taxes.
Yeah, it's
We've
considered
also-
a donation now.
Yes, exactly. It's considered a donation. So
This is what you get for
donation-
your donation level of this. You get that, this,
Yes.
that, this, that. So we got three different
Exactly.
types of sessions.
Yes.
Plus,
And we
what
are,
else, Linda?
we're getting hearts.
Oh,
So
I love
we've,
it.
yeah, we've developed a
me go peek.
Patreon system so that
I can't see.
people
I
can
can't see.
join at different levels. I think the lowest one is $5 a month. And
Oh, on the Patreon site.
yes, and you have no
Yes.
idea how much that'll help. But then there's things that you get with each of that. We're going to be doing
Right.
once a month live.
I got to go look and
chats.
see it. I gotta
Okay.
see all of it.
We've been doing, we will be doing once a month live chats in general for the whole public where we discuss behavior and behavior issues. But then we're going to do more that will be just for Patreon members. Patreon members will be asking questions. They get voting power. There's gifts. There's
Explain to
thank
people what
yous and
Patreon is. A lot of
acknowledgements
people
and-
don't know.
Oh, Patreon is
Please.
that's right. Patreon is a system where you can have patrons. So you could say, you know, I support and donate to you, and then you know we give you something back. So you can look at each level has different things
There
that
are
come with
monthly
it.
donations.
So yes, monthly
That's
donations.
the part
You
you're
sign up
missing.
to give
Monthly
$5 a
donations.
month, $10 a month, whatever. Or you can make a one-time donation. That's fine too. And you know, no amount is too small. We were talking about that with another nonprofit the other day. And I know sometimes I've seen, you know, help me do this. Oh, thank you, Pam. Pam said she's so proud of us ladies.
Oh, thanks,
I
Pam.
know. Anyway,
I know, right?
so you
This
know,
has been we've had this dream for like 10 years. Probably.
forever. And you know, but so yeah, I was saying, you know, sometimes I see fundraisers or something. I think money's really tight. I can only give like $5. That's embarrassing. Don't do it. No, do it. $1.
I have 4,900 some odd friends, okay, on my Facebook. I wish all of them would follow Cat Behavior Alliance, but they don't. But if every one of you gave us $5, do you know how much that would be? We'd probably be able to break ground on our section.
Exactly. And meanwhile, so Patreon. Yeah, it's just a way of being a patron. And we
Patreon.
give back. There's all kinds of things we do. But
There's a link at the bottom of our site that says become a patron. That'll take you to our Patreon.
Yes. And we're going to be working on getting so much more active and doing some fun things. And, you know, behavior is still our focus. But, you know, even though we are not able to break ground tomorrow, even if 10 people sign up, you know, we're not going to be able to break ground tomorrow. But there's a bunch of things that go on in our lives that the world does not know about.
Like the cat in Wilmington that I may end up with. Right?
Yeah.
Like that.
People
But I
reach
really
out-
can't take in very many. That's why we need the sanctuary. I
Well,
can't
that's
take
just
in
it. Yeah.
anymore. I have
People
18.
reach
I
out
have
to
18.
us for behavior sessions and they say, if you can't help this, I'm going to euthanize or I'm going to surrender. And we just die inside every time.
Because we know we can fix these problems.
We
That's
can.
the thing.
But a lot of them take patience. Sometimes people want an answer. You know, they want us to give them the magic pill.
Yesterday.
It's
They
like the
want it
magic
fixed
weight loss
yesterday.
pill that fixes everything. And it's just not doable.
See,
So,
you have kitties
hi,
like
Dexter.
who showed up on my
Exactly.
porch. What was I going to do? Say, no, you have to go.
Yeah, he got the memo that you're a cat lady. But and then a man reached out to us, I think October, and said September,
Maybe.
October, and said that
Come on,
he and his friend were college roommates. They adopted these cats together. The friend took the cat. Well, the cat
I'm
was
moving
now
things around because
all right. The
shut me
cat
off.
was now a senior and she was diabetic and
She
the man
was
just could
15, 14,
not.
I can't remember.
I was thinking 15, but I'm not sure. That's
Yeah.
why I just said senior because I was in my mind going 14, 15, 14, 15.
I'm not sure either. I get them confused.
So
'cause I have
I
so many.
know. Well, there's a few cats in your house, but I
You
don't know.
think?
I can't keep my kids straight. But anyway, so they were going to euthanize the cat.
Yeah,
So
he
we
just couldn't take care of her anymore. Because he had a
Right.
very full house of 6 children, another one on the way,
one on
2
the
big
way.
dogs, and the cat that he and his best friend, when they were roommates, got together.
Yeah.
And by the time she came to me, she had been on the wrong dose of insulin for so long. There was just too much damage to her little
Yeah.
body. I only had her 6 weeks, but
But they were going to euthanize her.
yeah.
They didn't see another choice. They didn't think anyone would take a senior diabetic cat. And a lot of people won't.
Yeah.
Insulin's $150 a vial, people.
It's
Depending on where you
expensive.
live, it could be more. Not everybody can afford that. So that's what we want to take in these cats. And we have some of them. I have taken in 2 cats from a shelter that were unadoptable. One was semi-feral and one was FIV positive. And they're great cats, especially my FIV boy. He's kind of special.
He's very
And
special. And
so,
he came from here in the Carolinas.
He did. And I brought him to Ohio. Yes, I told my vet, excuse him, he has a southern drawl. He says meow. Instead of meow. I did that wrong, but yeah, okay. Anyway, and then Rita's taken in so many for the same reason. So many of her cats were at death's door, walking the green mile.
Sonny and Missy, I got from the Lancaster shelter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they weren't doing well. They weren't at immediate danger of being euthanized, but when the shelter gets overcrowded, like now with spring coming, who's the first to go? Oh, we got to make room. Let's get rid of the 15-year-olds, right?
They were seniors, or, Sonny and Smoochie, who were found at 3 weeks in a ditch, and Smoochie's leg was dangling and they were going to euthanize her.
3 weeks old. And they called again, Lancaster shelter. I knew the then director, and she's like, if you don't take her, she's going to be euthanized. So I'm like, okay, well, give me her brother too, because I had to keep her in isolation. And they both were they're a little bit special too. They're not all there. I think, because who knows how long they went without.
Well, and improper nutrition, and yes, who knows what that does. But then you had to pay for the surgery for the dangly leg, and you have to feed these cats. And so,
and you had to have teeth removed with
Kismet twice, twice.
Right. That's expensive.
So it's expensive. So, and who knows what else is down the pike for him. So, that's just the point. We want to take in all of these cats that, are going to be euthanized, and are amazing cats. I mean, Mimi, we love Mimi, and Mimi's owners. One of the reasons Mimi was unadoptable, besides being a senior and diabetic, was she doesn't like other cats. She won't tolerate other cats.
Now, guess what? Especially because that's right around the time Dexter was still pretty new.
Yeah.
And she and Dexter became pretty close.
Yeah.
And some of my other cats that would come in, at first she would hiss at them, but I've never had a cat not fit in here. So when people tell me they can't make their cat fit in, unless there's a neurological issue, BS, I call.
Thank you for the hearts. Exactly. And you made it. Well, I mean, we're behaviorists, right? So we've got a little bit of a leg up, but yeah, you got her to integrate.
I wasn't a behaviorist when I first started having multiples, Linda.
Well, that's true. But we're thinking of like Missy that they, or not, Mimi, that they said did not like. Hi, Deborah Landman. We miss you. How are you doing?
Oh my
gosh. I know, right?
Blast from the past. She was one of our cat sitters, one of our best cat sitters.
Amazing cat sitter. Anyway, we want to take all these cats in, and that's what we've been doing. And we have been fronting these costs ourselves and paying for these unadoptable cats and their surgeries and what have you to save their lives. But I'm full at 11 and a dog and 2 kids living with me and a husband, and she's really full. And someone just reached out to me. A lady who was a lifelong rescuer, which got my heart.
That one that I'm
Sophie.
Sophie.
She reached out to us. This lady was a lifelong rescuer, which touched my heart because she's been rescuing animals all her life, and now she
can't help one.
She needs a rescue. So she's got 3 cats and a dog, and she's got some bad health problems. It was really bad. So they got her set up in another place, but she can only have 2 of her animals with me. So with her. So they think they found somewhere for the dog. But Sophie is a 16-year-old, beautiful calico, healthy, eats well, blah, 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 but nobody wants her because she's 16 years old. People don't want to adopt a cat that's not going to live for another year or 2 or at most. And then go
what
through
they don't
understand
heartbreak. Is those cats have so much love left to give.
Yes,
I've done it so many times, and it's hard. They don't stay with you more than 2, 4, 6 years.
Yes.
But, they're actually the perfect companions for older adults because they're settled, they're calm, especially older people. When a cat nips at them or bites them, older people don't heal. And I'm
thin skin.
Yeah, they have that thin skin. Well, the older cats don't do any of that. That's going to hurt you.
And what their personality is. I always said that about a kitten. You don't know what you're getting with a kitten. Personality. So we're gonna try to keep some of the money that we get behind to go to the sanctuary fund, but we're going to take some and work now and take care so that we can take in these cats and help these cats. And
we want to do some outreach too to help people who can't afford medical care, can't afford spay neuter.
Exactly.
I know there's a lot of, oh my God, speaking of Smoochie, she came upstairs. She
never comes upstairs.
Hi,
baby. So we,
that's a sign.
It is a sign. So we have all of these plans and all these things we want to do to help people. That 79-year-old lady who loves her cat that she's had its entire life and it's 18 and it's diabetic and she's living on Social Security. Trust me, she can't afford the insulin. We want to help with that so that the cat can stay in the house.
Well, I'm hoping the new laws around insulin. I don't know if you've heard it. My
I have
mom told
not.
me about it, that they're trying to make a $15 cap on insulin. So
Wouldn't
that
that be
means we can
nice?
start going to the pharmacy and buying human insulin for your cats, which is the same as the pet insulin, really. And hopefully have that $15 cap. We just have to pray that goes through.
I am, yeah, everybody pray.
I don't know. I
because
have to find
that's-
out a little more about it. My mom told me. My mom runs the Humane Society of Lancaster, South Carolina here. Plus, she has a house full of dogs, so she kind of stays up on those things.
Yeah, yeah. And that's, it's all that stuff. We want to keep cats in loving homes. And if we can't, we want to take them.
That's
But
the motto on our logo.
there you are. There you are.
Forever
Exactly.
cat, a forever home, forever cat.
Exactly.
If that means just behavior counseling where we can have people keep cats they were getting so frustrated with, they would have otherwise, surrendered them, or unfortunately
Yes.
people open the door. Just read an article about a neighborhood in Florida. This is rabbits, not cats, but the owners of 3 rabbits let them out because they didn't want them anymore, and now the neighborhood's overrun with baby bunnies.
You sent that
Luckily,
to me.
there's
I
bunny rescues and people who are trying to catch them, but
and cats populate like bunnies, I mean, this is what happens. And we just want to save the animals. So let's tell them how they can help us. So for one, support us, love us, please like Cat Behavior Alliance,
please follow us. Please.
social media has all these algorithms and there are things they can do for you and help you, but you have to reach certain points.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
So our
We
YouTube
really need
channel
you
is
on
what I was going to
YouTube.
say. If you could please go to YouTube and like us.
YouTube
Once we
/
get-
Cat Behavior Alliance.
Yes. I think we have enough views already or
Yeah,
hours
it's
of
just
videos
the
watched. We
followers.
just
We need
need,
1,000.
more people to follow us. So, and there's some great
We have
content on there.
408.
Yep.
With
So-
408, we need 1,000.
Yep. So,
Or more, please.
click a button. That doesn't cost you anything. Please
Nope.
come like us. Follow us, love us. Heart some of our stuff. Like some of our, if you read a post and you like it, hit the heart button. I don't know why, but the heart button gets you more credit than the like button.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't understand.
You got to know all the rules of all the social media, but yeah, join us, watch us, share with us. If you don't want to watch us,
any
like us
social
anyway,
media
don't watch us.
gurus who want to volunteer their time now that we're a nonprofit, please contact us. Support at catbehavioralliance.com. We sure
Yes,
could use
please.
the help. I mean, eventually we'd like to have paid staff, but right now all we can afford is volunteers. We are volunteers. pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to cut into the fund. I mean, right now we're starting at 0. So,
Pretty much.
once we start getting money in and we take
I
some
think
out for
we
the
have
sanctuary.
$18 in our bank account.
Woot woot. We're in the money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Everybody just left the chat because I started singing. I guarantee it.
As long as
I'm
they're
outta
leaving
here.
to
To go like us. Yes. And again, Patreon. If you want to just make a one-time donation, if you want to be a $5 a month supporter or more, we like more. We're
And
going
there's
to
a lot
have.
of things we don't even know how to do yet, like the chats and the stars and all that.
Well,
we
to
have
be
to figure
honest,
all that
we didn't know
out.
how to do this. We were shocked
Till
that
just
this
now.
worked. We were so excited when we came
She's
up on
reading to
here.
me and I'm going, okay. And I'm clicking.
I'm Googling. How
Yes,
do you go
I have a
live from
computer
Zoom?
science
Yes.
degree.
So
I
yeah,
still
we're a
don't know
little
how to do-
special. Well, the technology changes all the time, but
So-
support us, give us your love, give us your prayers, give us your vibes. Financially, if you can, if you can't, just support us. Heart the comments that you like or the
Once
pictures
we
of the cats that you like.
Once we show up in the IRS database, which we don't yet, they're a little behind, we'll be able to set up a wish list on Amazon. So if you prefer to send things because you don't want to send money,
Yeah.
food, we're each housing cats that should be in our sanctuary. Besides our personal
We
pets.
what we kind of did was took in sanctuary cats and split them between us and to be honest, Rita's probably going to end up taking that other cat. She doesn't want it. She doesn't. I mean, of
I
course we
don't
want all
not
the
want
cats.
it. I
I was
just,
just saying, we want
I'm-
all the cats.
I'm 60. How much
exactly.
can I
And
do
18
alone?
is pushing
I'm
her
alone.
too far.
I'm
Can you
alone. I'm
imagine?
alone. I'm alone.
I mean,
What?
everybody out there try to imagine scooping litter boxes for 18. I scoop litter boxes
Twice
for
a day,
11 and
upstairs,
it's painful.
downstairs.
Yeah.
And I have medication to give twice a day for some of the cats.
Yeah.
And Scooter, who
Sophie's-
won't come downstairs, I've got to come up here to spend time with him. And then the cat's, that's why Smoochie's up here, because I'm up here and she's like, where are you?
Where's the food? And
No, she wants me right now.
yeah. And this cat we're taking, she's in good health, but she's 16. We don't know how long that's going to last. And she'll need to go to the vet when we get out. So, there's just a lot. And we just really, really crave and need your support. And we're going to do sessions and talk about behavior. And if you know someone who's having problems with cat behavior, please tell them about us. It's the nicest thing you could do. It doesn't cost you a penny. Tell people. All of those behaviors can be fixed. The only things we can't fix are medical problems, but we have vets. There are vets that can help with that. We have helped.
Well,
so
the first
many
thing really people should do is go to the vet and make sure there's no UTIs, there's no IBS issues, there's no arthritic pain going on, there's all those things that can cause behavioral issues.
I said, peeing outside the litter box can be a behavior problem, and we can help with that. We can take care of that. But if it's caused by a UTI, and nobody can help that at the vet, right? Like, we got to get this cat to the vet.
But
so
even after they clear up the UTI, it might be a habit, and then we can help with that. But
then
if you never clear up the UTI, it's never going to be.
We can't help. Yeah, I said that to one client. She was saying, I said, have you taken him to the vet? Not yet. And I said, all right, do me a favor. Don't make the appointment yet with us. Take the cat to the vet. If it's a UTI, wait and see. Now, if it starts peeing outside the box again, don't panic. It means it's become a habit. Now make an appointment with us, but we don't want to take anybody's money for, there have been people
like your dad with his issue. And if that had been a client
peeing on the bed,
we wouldn't have charged.
That was hysteria. Yeah. They called me, the cat's peeing on the bed. They're in Florida. They don't have a washer and dryer in their trailer, blah, blah, blah. I said, have you changed cat litter? I have, because we wanted something lighter for my dad. I mean, he's 82.
Well, my dad's going to be 84 this year. So your dad.
Oh, so my dad's 83. Okay. 83. So my dad turns a couple months after yours. Thank you for telling me how old my dad is. Appreciate your help. This is why we work so well together. It's like one brain, two become one.
Well, honey, I'm older than you, so I'm going to lose my mind first.
Well, then we're in trouble. But we are just super excited. There's just so much we want to do, and we're going to have.
Does anybody have any questions in the chat? Is anybody asking us any questions?
Not yet. We've gotten hearts.
They're just listening to us yak.
Of love. Yes. But
I know there was something else I wanted to say, but it's totally gone now. I don't know.
I told my dad to switch the litter, and the problem was solved. And it's like, let me send you a bill now.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're not gonna charge, hey, $250 for that.
Somebody else wrote in and wanted to book a session, and we were like, and I don't remember what it was about.
Me neither.
But anyway, I wrote back and I just said, listen, blah, 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 blah. Go,
and that fixed it.
And that fixed it. Yeah. We're not out to take it as much as we need it for the sanctuary fund.
We're not out to rip anyone.
We're not out to rip anybody off. And it's not just behavior problems, to be honest. It's people who are getting cats, especially first-time cat owners. They're so confused, especially people that have been raised with dogs. Speaking of me, they're so confused.
I was too raised with a dog.
I know. And they just don't know. We had a couple that did a session with, and the wife knew cats, but hubby's only been with dogs. And she's like, he hits them, or he rubs their nose in their poop, and basic old school dog training kind of stuff that you still shouldn't do. And so we said, no, that's gonna make it worse, blah, 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 blah. And she looks over at her husband like, see? And she was using us.
Yeah, we never heard from them again. That was it. They didn't even do their follow-up. Yeah, by the way, like most, except for the $99 session, the other two, we offer a follow-up session.
Yes.
Most people either don't need it or they do the follow-up session just to tell us things are good.
I know.
So
do you remember that couple? My favorite. There was a couple that had not slept
helicopter
in the same.
Couple?
Yeah, had not slept in the same bed together for like 8 months. Mm-hmm. Because they love their babies. Those cats were their babies. And they were so nervous about the cat play energy, and they it can look like fighting sometimes. I mean, credit if you don't really know. Exactly. So they were panicked. And so they were keeping them separate. And so one sleeping in the bedroom with one cat, one sleeping in the guest room with the other cat. These poor people hadn't slept in the same bed for 8 months. So we had them sending us videos. We were watching the body language. We were saying, okay, this shows this and this shows this. And we really worked with them. And 2 weeks and they were back in bed together?
Yeah,
or less?
I think so.
I mean,
and they even just kind of said it as an aside. Oh yeah, we all slept in the bed, and then just like, wait.
And the cats are in bed with us. I'm like, wait. Did you say with us? Oh, I just knocked my mic over.
She gets so excited.
Sorry. I am so excited.
Did you swear? Watch that.
I didn't, did I? I
Oh,
said,
I
oops,
don't
I
know.
think. I don't know.
When you put your hand over your mouth, I just thought you did.
Well, I was worried that would
I
make
mean,
fun
we're
of
crazy.
noise
Anybody
makers,
who
but-
remembers us from Richard Simmons days, you don't remember us together because we didn't really work together with Richard, but separately, we're both a little nutty, right? Together.
Honey, I claim it. I don't even know about a little, but yeah, whatever. I claim my crazy. I parade
too.
it, wear it, got the t-shirt. I'm good with it.
I'm introverted though. I need somebody to bring out the crazy in me.
That's
Right?
my job. And I do a good job.
In
at
LA,
I
it was
think.
Iris, and now here it's you.
Exactly. Exactly. You're stuck with me now. Yeah, it's not changing, but yeah.
I'm
So
counting on that.
yeah, huh? Another one, people that are having babies that are pregnant.
I'm sorry.
We have worked with them a lot about, how to help the cat and introduce the cat to the baby and introduce the smells ahead of time. And
Yeah, get it
before
ready
bringing the
ahead of time.
furniture in and what you should do at the hospital, get specific instructions for the husbands and, just how to do this, because a lot of people give up their cats and they have babies because they're afraid the cats can hurt the baby. You can keep a little dog out of the crib because it can't jump in there, but you can't keep a cat out of the crib unless you shut the door. And, they're so worried about stuff. So, really anything in the cat world. I mean, we took the courses, we both passed with honors and,
did.
cat physiology, how they think, what they are meaning, how they communicate with you. You want a better relationship with your cat. You don't understand what he's saying to you or what he's thinking. I mean, if it's in the cat world, reach out to us. If it's a simple question we can answer, we'll do it by email. If it's,
And there's other behaviorists out there too, and we champion everyone. I mean, we've had other
Yes.
behaviorists. We're going to still do 19 Cats and Counting podcasts.
oh, exactly.
We can't handle every single cat in the world. So we don't look at other behaviorists as competitors. In fact, we have an appointment to coach somebody
Yes.
next week who
Yes.
graduated from ABC like we did.
Yes.
We're happy to help people do that. In fact, we may do that as a side gig. I don't know. We haven't really talked about
Yeah.
that in depth.
I
But,
kind of want to see if she'll let us go the full gambit and kind of use her as a tester for free,
Mhm.
and say, and then let us know what to tweak and what you think. And if she thought it was like the greatest thing since sliced bread, maybe we'll venture into that. But more
Yeah,
heart.
but my point was that we welcome collaboration and we champion everyone. And there's not enough cat behaviorists out there. There's
we
really
got
not.
more hearts. We keep getting hearts.
Aw.
My heart.
I love that.
My
I mean,
heart,
I
my old-
encourage everybody, read Jackson Galaxy's books, read Pam Johnson-Bennett's books, Marilyn Krieger, who's awesome when it comes to clicker training. Read everybody.
a lot of
because-
times when we're doing sessions and we're talking about integrating more hearts, we got more. I'm sorry. I've got a lot of times when we're working with people about integrating cats, we talk to them, we tell them what to do, we talk about products, we do the whole gambit.
Oh, we love
Then-
Dr. Foot's video.
But then we send them Dr. Sally Foot's video because she illustrates the stuffed cats how to do it. So, and she's a vet and a behaviorist. So yeah, we all work together for the cats. The cat loving community is a different kind of community. It's a different kind of people. You're not dissing other people. Oh, Pam said that's because we're fabulous. Thank you,
Aw,
Pam.
thanks,
So
Pam.
are you.
Pam is another fellow graduate of Animal Behavior College.
Yes, she's one of us.
And
Yes.
we love Stephen Applebaum, who's the president and founder of Animal Behavior College. He was generous enough. He was on 19 Cats and Counting during the time when Linda was ill. So it was just me talking to him, and he offered to give me the program to become certified. He kind of wanted me to go through. He's like, yeah, you really already know what you're talking about, but so I'd like you to take the class and kind of critique it while you take it. So I decided to pay it forward. And at that time, Linda was like my sidekick. She wasn't a behaviorist. So I said, she knew as much as I do.
It's kind
Why
of
don't
your
you become a
assistant.
behaviorist too? So I paid for hers. So we kind of, if you look at it this way, we got a twofer.
Yeah, there
We
you
paid
go.
for one and got two.
And it was great. I mean, learning about the physiology and how things work. I knew a lot.
It's a really
of it,
good course. It's
but
a
there
really
was
good
still
course.
stuff. It is, but there was, I knew a lot of it, but there was still some things in there that really cleared up some things or maybe added to something I knew. And there were a couple
Well,
things.
added terminology and verbiage. Like we were doing these things and like going, oh, I didn't know that was, what's the recall
Exactly.
one?
Exactly. Yeah. Emergency
I've already-
recall. Emergency recall. Yeah.
I was already doing that. I didn't know it had a name.
Exactly. And that's something else that we teach people. I knew about clicker training, but I'm really like, let's cat be cats. I guess I thought of it as, the way to make cats high five or whatever. And and
training.
that's
but
all
it's
cool,
more
but
than
I'm not in the mood for that. But no, you can use this to teach your cat If your cat's getting frustrated or the plumbers are coming in, you can use clicker training to teach the cat to go to another place. You can use clicker training to teach your cat to go to his carrier. Can you imagine not chasing your cat down, climbing under the pulling him out while his claws.
I don't miss that at all.
Garbage.
I don't miss that at all. My
Throwing him
cats,
in the
they're so
carrier.
easy to get into the carrier now. Not all of them, but most of them.
Yes.
But yeah,
So,
it takes work, and it takes things you have to actually actively commit to doing the procedures. But
yeah,
it's work.
It's not difficult. And we could teach stuff like that. You know, if you just want to learn stuff like that. I mean, I think we could do that in a 30-minute 99 session, but you know, there's just so much. If you've got a question, and reach out to us and ask, and we can say, you know, like that other client that I said, you know, you sent it to me and you said, I don't think this is a behavior session. And I said, it's not. So I just answered her. So we'll let you know if it's a behavior session or not. And
well, Linda's
and
on
we'll give our
Quora too.
answers.
She's always
I am on
answering
Quora.
people with their really odd and strange questions on Quora. Some of the questions are like, okay, do you even own a cat?
Yep. I'm trying to think. There was the one that was just so against castrating or neutering, spaying and neutering. He was like,
it's always the
he
men.
likened it to people. Exactly.
It's
He
always
likened it
the
to
men.
people. Like I wouldn't go in and, you know, whack off my 6-month-old's parts. So why would I do this to my cat? And I'm like, there are health benefits, but well, the cat should have a say.
Your child's not out prowling trying to make babies, okay?
And
That's
can't
what
start
male
making
cats
babies
do.
at what, 4 months? Isn't that when cats can start? 4 months?
The youngest female can get pregnant is 4 months.
Yeah.
With bunnies,
So-
it's 3 months. So bunnies and cats reproduce roughly the same alarming rate. Very alarming.
And that's
rate.
why we have this problem. And we can save them, but we need help.
In fact, that's what I'm writing about for the Litter-Genie. Linda and I take turns. She wrote the last month's column on Litter-Genie's Kitty Corner. I'm writing this one, and it's about why you have to spay neuter, and you know how many cats one breeding pair can make during their lifetime, and it's astronomical.
I'll tell
That's
you,
why
it's
there's
not
so many
just,
ferals out there.
it's not just the population. There's so many cats getting cancer.
Right.
And there's a specific, and now I can't think of the name of it, but it's related to mammary. There's a specific mammary cancer that they can get, that females can get.
Just like
But
us
if
with
there's-
breast cancer, it's a specific.
And by the time they find it,
it's too late.
it's too late.
And male cats can get testicular cancer.
Well, and female cats can get ovarian cancer and uterine cancer. And so
Vasa can get pyometra, which is a bad infection of their uterus.
Yes, exactly.
You don't
Yes.
wanna
And
deal with
it's all can be taken care of by spay and neutering. So, but yeah. So that's where we're at. And please, if you have any suggestions, if you want us to do a behavior chat on something specific, our goal is to be a community. Okay. And to work together and do things. You know, everybody's got
That's
something
why
going
we started
on.
the clubhouse.
Exactly.
Turn out the way we
Yeah,
want it,
I have a feeling that's history. But anyway, well, and we've got the Cataholics private group, and you know,
well, people just they don't participate in the chats like we wanted them to, like they do on
exactly.
RicketSimmons.com.
Yeah. I don't know, but it is what it is. Shayla, Nikki's sister's watching.
Hey,
Hi,
yes, I
Shay.
recognize her name. Hi, Shay.
Yeah,
Are you a
she's
kitty
awesome.
mommy too?
I love my
Shay.
Shayla. Shayla's got kitties. Yeah, Shayla's had
yay.
kitties for I think as long as I can remember. Don't you, Shay? Yes. Anyway, so yeah, we want to make a community, you know, and we're always recommending, like we just did a review. It's not out yet for something that the Crazy Cat Ladies makes.
Yeah, I'm working on that this weekend. It should be up on Monday.
Oh, I'm so excited! I can't wait for them to see it.
Talk about what we can talk about what it
Um,
is.
Yeah, it's called Meow Mist, and we'll just watch for the review because I'll tell you, it's an amazing product that helps not just cats but people, and we are like over the moon about this.
I
thing.
think it's the fountain of youth.
I think so. That's what I told you. They found the fountain of youth, and they went and dipped their bottles and filled them up. But so
Two Crazy Cat Ladies are awesome. If you've not been to
They're awesome.
docrazycatladies.com, go
They are.
watch their podcast Back in the
Yeah.
Closet. They
Yeah.
also have Think About It Thursdays. They're
Yeah,
live a lot.
They're on a
Facebook.
lot. I don't have enough time in my life. I give them credit. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We're getting so many hearts. It makes me so happy.
That makes
Pam-
us feel good. I know we're
It does.
moving in the right direction.
right. Pam Webster makes these great blankets, these
Oh, yeah.
crocheted, and Rita and I both have one. You know, we're all about the cat community and what we can do. I don't crochet, I don't knit. My mom tried to teach me how
I
to
know
knit.
how, but you can't do it with 18 cats in the house.
Well,
Good luck.
there's a question. Yes, how would you do that?
Like, I don't know how you make those catnip toys with your 11 cats in the house.
That
It's
is a
struggle.
production. That is a production. I can make everything until it's the point where I got to put the catnip in. But
We're also making jewelry too. Do
Yeah,
you have a
I'm
piece
wearing,
of your jewelry
I'm
on? I
wearing
don't
my
right now.
earrings right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see very well, but it's a kitty. But yeah,
I think we're going to open an Etsy shop for all of those.
I
We
think
took the
that's a good
store
idea.
off our website because it was bogging down our website too much.
Yeah. But anything, you know, the Patreon, the behavior sessions, anything you do is now tax deductible.
YouTube, please, YouTube, like us on YouTube.
Please go like us on
please,
YouTube.
please.
Yes. Again, yeah, this isn't just about money. This is, oh, you're welcome. Pam said, thanks. Thank you. They were great blankets. They are
Yeah,
great blankets.
My cats love the
They're
blanket.
really great. They love them just land, but they're also really great for, you know, if you have to give a shot or especially
Burrito.
sub-Q fluids.
Yeah.
Because, you know, is Deborah still on? She probably feels Deborah did needles, didn't she? I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
Deborah did needles.
I think
I
she-
thought so.
I think she
Deborah
did.
did everything, I think. You know, a shot can be done quickly, but sub-Q fluids,
Right through the hole in the knitting. I mean, if you put a regular blanket burrito, okay, so how do you
Exactly.
get in there, right?
Exactly. That's what was cool about them. They're like those crocheted like Afghans. They have holes. So you can wrap them up in this blanket and you can insert the needle and hold them there long enough for that whole bag to drain.
Yeah. Not the whole bag.
Well, yeah, the whole amount that they're supposed to get.
They'd be
I don't
paying
know.
forever if you gave
That
them
cat's in big
1,000
trouble if it needs the
milliliters.
whole bag.
That
But
would not
yes,
be good.
Pam makes
But even for
amazing
shots,
blankets
even just for
yes.
insulin shots, if you can't
Oh,
distract your
true.
cat enough.
True.
do
Oh,
that.
good idea, Pam. She said they're also great for nail trims. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good idea.
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
my
Yeah.
gosh. I need to try that because Cupcake needs a nail trim. and
Yep.
She's fighting me.
Yep. But we love that was the first thing we said, those holes, you could do sub-Q through it because yeah, I can do shots. I'm not weary of shots, but you know, sub-Q, it's the shot and then holding them still. Anybody ever try to hold a cat still for an amount of time?
Especially when they're sitting there with a needle,
And they're not happy.
you know, and
yes.
it takes a good 10 minutes to, you know, get the dose you want because the drip's not very,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
It's not,
Yep.
it doesn't pour out. Right.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Drip.
I
It's
wish
like
it
kind
did.
of like an IV. You watch an IV in the hospital, drip,
Yeah.
drip. So
That's like
yeah,
that.
yeah. We love all the cat people. We support all the cat people. Arden Moore does these great courses
Yes.
for first aid, CPR,
She's the pet safety guru.
and she teaches you how to do self checks every month on your cat to make sure things are, you know,
and
where
how to be
take
a poop
pulse.
inspector.
How to be a poop inspector. We're poop inspectors. Nikki's a poop inspector too. She and Sebastian took the class. Brian
boy.
took the class. Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah,
she
Sebastian
really,
took the class too.
Yep.
Our dear
He was-
Sebastian. We
He
still
was
miss
cat.
Sebastian.
Yeah. Mhm.
He was the Matt
Yep.
cat daddy.
He was.
Jackson
the
Galaxy
original.
might be the cat daddy, but Sebastian.
Nah, Sebastian beat
The
him.
real
but,
cat daddy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We just-
Jackson. Love you, Jackson. But
We just want to help all the cats, and it takes a community, and that's what we want to build. Mwah! Oh, I love all these. I got a haha. We want you to be part of our clouder.
Come
You know, if you're not familiar
Come.
with the word clouder, that is the official word
Hi, honey.
for the grouping a cat lives in nature.
I
They
have an
will
18
have
cat
their
clouder.
grouping back there. So yeah, she has an 18 cat clouder. I have an 11 cat clouder. Actually, I have a 7 cat clouder and a 4 cat clouder to be
that have
honest.
become one.
Because yeah, they're learning.
Oh,
to
they're still
coexist.
getting. They're still getting there.
They're still kind of like, this is my family, this is your family, some of them, but I don't know. We're in peaceful coexistence. It was ugly. Never do that. Never do that. But anyway, we got through it,
Yes,
and it was
yeah.
for a good reason. But so
We
you
always
know,
say this. She has 11. I have 18. Don't try this at home.
don't try this at home.
It's really not recommended.
No, it's not.
It's really not. Even
Each
if you know
one-
what you're doing, it's really not.
Yes. Although, as I said to you last night, as tired as I get, and as much as this is, and as overwhelming as it can be, if you asked me which one I wanted to rehome, I couldn't.
None of them.
No, even the jerk Deadpool, who is a jerk. And
I
yes.
would have let Dexter go home with you guys because I had only had him for a little bit at that time, but now He's not going with you.
I would have taken him home, but I think my husband would serve me
I
the
know you'd
divorce
end up.
papers if I
I
brought
know.
home the
Not for
12 cat.
real, but yeah, would have not been.
No, he
awesome.
wouldn't.
Not,
But he's.
not good.
I have pushed him to his limit. The only reason we
Mhm.
have 11 is because, Nikki needed to come home and bring her 4. Otherwise, that would not have gone over. But yeah, I can't push him any harder
One
than that.
cat. Okay, just 2 cats. Okay, just 3 cats. 11
When
cats
we
later.
first wanted a cat, he said, "No, I don't like cats." He likes cats. And
Oh, he
so it
loves
was
them. He
like
doesn't just
finally
like
one
them.
day out of nowhere, he's just like, "All right, 1 cat." And yeah, here we are with 11. But yeah, the other night I was laying really close against him and I kept feeling him like moving. And I thought, but you're too asleep to care enough. And then it stopped. So I went back to sleep. And then I felt it again. So finally I looked up about the 3rd time. Baka's laying next to him and he kept waking up and petting him. Yeah, it's too bad. I keep looking at him going, "It's too bad." I keep looking at him going, "Too bad you don't like cats." But
I know we
yeah,
could just go on gabbing and
we
gabbing
could.
and gabbing
We should
forever.
probably wrap it up. But
Probably.
the idea is we consider you all a part of our clouder, and we
Yes.
want to work together. If you can financially support us, yes, please. Thank you. We appreciate it so much. Again, it's tax deductible.
If you can at least share our posts,
share our
tell
video.
your friends about us, share our videos,
Yes,
like us
share our
on
videos, like us
YouTube.
and Facebook, and yeah.
If you follow each of us, if you could go also follow Cat Behavior Alliance Facebook page.
Please,
that would be
yes.
awesome
Cat Behavior
sauce.
Alliance Facebook page and the YouTube. That would help us very much. It doesn't cost you a penny, show up and
And
read
we'll
our
probably
things.
be
Mwah.
redesigning a website sometime soon. So look for a new
Yes.
look and feel sometime in
Yes.
the next probably few months.
We keep getting hearts. I wish you could say. I get so excited. I'm like,
I love
anyway,
you guys.
we do. We do. Where would we be without you? So yes. And to all the people that are going to watch this after we're no longer live, we love you and we want you to be a part of our clouder too. And anything you can do to help. If you have thoughts, if you have ideas.
At catbehavioralliance.com with any questions or
Yep.
suggestions or anything that's on your mind.
Yes. Yes. We appreciate you so much. We can't do this alone. I guess that's the point. This has been our dream forever, but we can't do it alone. And
I know those Sun City ladies here in Lancaster, they used to volunteer with Fur Rescue before she relocated, and now they help a lot with the Lancaster shelter, but I'm sure once we build our facility, they'll be there to help us.
They were she had like 50 volunteers that are all like, now I can't play with the kitties. So, and there are a lot of people who like to volunteer at rescues and organizations like that because they can't have a cat. Maybe they're in an apartment where they're not allowed pets, and that's their fix. That's why we started volunteering at FFRC because Brian didn't want a cat and Cassie couldn't live without a cat. So we started volunteering. Actually, she was volunteering, but she was under 16 or something. So she had to have a parent, which is 24 now, if that tells you how long ago that was. And so she had to have a parent come. So I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to sit in a chair and pet cats. And then I fell in love with Subra. And that's why my husband finally said just 1 cat, because we kept talking about Subra. Subra.
Okay, just 1.
I think Subra's going to be 15 this year now, if that tells you anything. But
wow.
I know. Her and Baka were the first 2. Both of them were laying on my bed the other night. And I was like, the originals, the OG showed up.
They were
time.
Not babies, so they were a couple years old.
Subra was a couple years old. I think Baka was under 1, but not baby, not little kitten. I think Galway and Paws were the only ones I brought home as little kittens, but so yeah. So
anyway, I guess we should wrap it up.
Anybody has any questions or anything? Post it now, or we're cutting it off. And please, if you have any suggestions, you cannot hurt our feelings. Well, don't call us bad names or anything, but you cannot hurt our feelings by saying I don't like it but I really wish you would do this, or I really wish you'd talk about that, or I need more information about this, or anything. If you've got a question, we're here. This is
don't forget to read our blog to the Muse on our website, catbehavioralliance.com.
Yes.
.com.
All right. I don't see any questions. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to us prattle on for, 40 minutes. All right.
Yeah, about that.
All right. We love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Meow.
Meow.